Dogman, the Scarlet Shedder is right around the corner, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you everything that we learned from the trailer, including Dr. Scum's return, a mysterious AI robot of Dogman, and the truth about Petey becoming a villain. First off, the infamous Dr. Scum is finally back, and this time, he's got an entire army of robots alongside him. In the first book, Dr. Scum worked with the evil mayor to make Robo Chief, and 6 books later, he appeared in For Whom the Ball Rolls. After causing tons of trouble using the Burgle Balls and Colossal Bot 2000, he made a cameo in Mothering Heights. And now, 8 years after his first appearance, the villain is finally back, with a vengeance. In this trailer, we see him next to his freshly baked army of AI robots. While we don't know how the robots will attack the city, we do know that all the robots are exact replicas of Dr. Scum. Or are they? A few seconds into this scene, we see this. A robotic clone of Dogman wearing his all-new red suit, making us all wonder why Dr. Scum decided to clone Dogman. Speaking of Dogman, how come he turned red in the first place? We know that Dogman attains his new color after being sprayed by a skunk, but many of us think that this might just be an invention by Dr. Scum. Aside from that, it could be that Dogman's red color isn't just for looks. Maybe it gives him some special powers, or if he was sprayed by an invention of Dr. Scum's, maybe it's gonna limit him or hurt him in some specific way. But one of the biggest questions that Dogman fans have about the book is if Petey will return to his evil ways. Some fans, myself included, would love to see Petey face off against Dogman once again. But on the other hand, many fans are against the idea of Petey going to the dark side, and they do have a point. I mean, Petey spent the last several books slowly becoming a good guy, or at least not a villain, and if all of his character development went away, that would probably cause a lot of disappointment in the Dogman community. But if you ask me, that would only make the story even better. Imagine Petey using all the alliances that he's had with Dogman, ADHD, the police force for evil. Picture him using everything that he knows about them, that he learned as a good guy, against them. And in this trailer, we can clearly see that Petey is just as tempted as you wanting to hit the subscribe button. Go on, just do it, because I know you want to. But there's more. The trailer doesn't just ask this question, but also answers it. Because if you look closely, you can see this contract made by Dr. Scum, and it clearly says that Petey agrees to work for Dr. Scum in exchange for a Dogman AI buddy. So it looks like Petey is definitely going back to his evil ways. Or is he? Maybe Petey is gonna outsmart Dr. Scum so well that he outsmarts us in the process too. And in the book's blurb, it does say that Petey is reluctantly pulled back into a life of crime to help Dogman. So, my best guess is that Petey will act like he's helping Dr. Scum, when in reality, he'll just turn against him and help Dogman in the nick of time. What does interest me though, is why Petey would want a Dogman AI buddy. But that question is for you to answer. So tell me your best prediction in the comments below. But just when we thought that was it, the trailer tells us even more about the story. As we can see here, it looks like Dr. Scum will make an entire Dogman machine to take over the city. And while I know that this will probably never happen, think about how cool it would be to see Dr. Scum or any of the Dogman villains actually winning and taking over the city. I mean, these villains are only getting better and better, so seeing an unhappy ending could do a lot for the book's plot. And it's not like Dav Pilkey shies away from these kinds of endings, because the whole plot line in book 9 about Petey visiting his mother's grave made so many of us cry. So who knows? Maybe it is a possibility after all. Another thing that we can clearly see is Dogman doing this with his bone. I have no idea how the gravity and physics of that works, but it looks like Dogman is going to use this bone to his advantage in book 12. Finally, one more thing that this trailer showed off is this new suit for ADHD. We first saw it in the book's sneak peek from before, and it looks to be based off of a shark. We can also see Mecha Molly come in too, so it looks like the Super Buddies will be hard at work in this book once again. And is it just me, or do we all forget that Molly is now a Super Buddy? Hopefully she makes more of a name for herself in the Scarlet Shedder. But now, even though we took a good look into the Dogman 12 trailer, if you want to see all of the things that you might have missed, click here. Or if the video's not out yet, congrats on being early and check this out. Thanks for watching, and Dogman is go.